Hi guys, welcome to another wonderful video. Today is a very different day. I think it's for the history books, so I feel obliged to almost record this. I don't think this happens very often. If it does, leave me a comment in the comment section. Um, so what I'll do is let's just go through a montage of what's in this box whilst I explain what is going on. Okay, so start off with this dappled DMU. Basically, this whole day started with the event of a class 25 that was broken that I was inquiring about with the guy. And sure enough, I asked the dumb question, hey, you got any more locos? You got any BR Blue? And he replied with, yes I do, I have many. What have you got? Do you want to swap? So that's how this came about. We've been talking quite a bit more since this video has happened. In fact, this event happened at Reading, and it all started with a broken class 25, really. So what you're seeing is basically what he's received. Not all of it. I didn't want to film all of it. I thought it was a little bit sort of invasive to his privacy as well as mine. But I just wanted to show you some of the locos because they are pretty damn cool. But also, I've done longer videos which I will be putting up on YouTube in following videos, so I'm gonna just put them in their own separate videos. So if you want to look at like a dapole GWR HST, you can do. But without further ado, I'll stop babbling on and let's crack on with the video where I'm about halfway on the journey. Oh, halfway there. Just had to stop to let the guy know that I'm running late, but his train's running late too, so this is why I'm filming. If you're watching this. Last stretch. Well, that's it. It was lovely. We had a real good chat. We could have chatted all day, but I really have to get back home, unfortunately. But I think we're going to meet again for sure. So that's it for Reading Station, and I think we're going to go home and have a look at some trains. So I'm back at the house. I've got the box in the lounge, you know, as you do. Only because the missus is away, although she's going to watch this video and be like, you did what? Anyway, I'm gonna show you what's in the box. But it was, yeah, a pretty good day actually. Like earlier I said, because he got delayed and I got delayed, we ended up basically meeting at Reading train station at the same time. Now I will just pre-warn you, we didn't just nilly-willy, I want to swap you this for this. It was like, what actually transpired is I wanted to buy a train off of this guy and it's broken, or it wasn't working right. So I was like, well, you know, have you got any BR Blue stuff? And we got chatting from there, basically. Because sometimes I buy really old decrepit things to actually paint them BR Blue. I don't know what it is with this. I'm sure I'll get out of this phase at some point, but I probably won't, because actually I want to model crew works. Anyway, enough of that. What it is we've done a swap, like for like. Volume wise, it looks actually about the same. I'm not, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. He's very fair. I've tried to be very fair as well. I think so. He seems very happy. So it was a bit of a mixed bag because there was kind of like a HST set for, you know, however many trains or two trains or something like that. So we came to an agreement and I'm happy. He's happy. And so I'll go through this. I won't go through what I swapped with him because I think that would be... that sounds like I'm trying to hide it. What I don't want is people's opinions of, oh, you know, that was 50p more than what he swapped for you. Da, 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 da. I think they're pretty fair. And he's happy. I'm happy. Rule number one, don't mug anyone off. And I don't want to do that. I just want like one of those sort of like good karma lifestyles, yin and yang and all that. So I'm happy, he's happy, and I'm chatting a lot here. I'm going to go through this. What the rule of it all though is I wouldn't advise a swap, because normally when I've done a swap in the past, I've been like worse off, and I feel pretty good about this because I had some, you know, like great Mark 1 coaches, and here I've got some really nice I actually don't know. These are the ones I'm after, I know that. These are also Mark 1 coaches, so that makes sense. See, I don't know a terrible amount of about trains. I'm learning though with Engage, so bear with me on that. And actually today is the first time I've ever been to Reading station, and it's the first time I've seen pretty much every single train that was going up and down that track, and it's the first time that I've ever not commercially, in a normal way, like not at like going to a museum or something, gone on a station platform or something. Like it was, and that place is massive, by the way. If you haven't been there, it's big. I think they've got 15 platforms and they've got all sorts running through. Yes, it was a real big eye opener there. It just made sense for us to swap versus him sell all of his trains to me buy them, he posts them all to me, and then I sell all my trains to him, because do you see what I mean? Like there would be an error probably in the post at some point, or plus all the packaging costs, and this just made complete sense. You know, it's I don't know what some of the people that saw us, you know, doing swapsies in the car park were thinking, but they didn't come over to us, so that's good. But yeah, no, really good day, and I think the another fun bit is going to be going through this lot. So anyway, I've stopped gibbering on. Cool. I think we'll just start from the top and work our way through, I guess. Okay, so start from the top. I'm learning. So Mark 1, really. Now, the new Graham Farish, there's quite a few carriages in here. The new Graham Farish is, I prefer them to actually dapoles when they're like this, the detailed Graham Farishes. I've got a few crimson ones upstairs, and I just run them all the time. It doesn't matter what width, they run so smoothly and they look really good, and all the details. So we've got that one. Kind of breeze through a little bit. This isn't like me trying to sell them or anything. I just, you know, I thought you might just want to see what goes on behind the scenes a little bit. I think there was an option there to get a lot more carriages, but I thought, you know, like as many as I've got would be enough. Now I saw these that you had, and I thought yes, because they're the same detail as those others, but they're already weathered, which I haven't got the guts yet to do on the others. And if I did, what I would do is actually copy the weathering on these. So it'd be very interesting. I like the patches on the carriages. They look pretty good. Now don't worry at the moment. If you want to see something more, I have. In fact, you can probably, if you want, put a comment in the comment section and just say what you want me to run around the track. And then what I'll do is, actually, if you guys do that, if you are interested, it's not an amazing track, as it'll be basically just I'll leave it set up as you saw at the beginning of this video, and just say, oh, can I see that go around, and then I'll give it like a month, and then I'll film them and put them on a video if you want. We can do that. And this is the other thing. Okay, so we were both chatting about this. We both are avid collectors, and obviously we're just having like a bit of a mood swing with our eras, so we get accused of being dealers all the time because we look like dealers but we're not. So we've got a lovely class 25. In fact, right, I said about decrepit locos earlier, this isn't decrepit. It was kind of on the fence line. It's basically, if this had come through the post to me like this with a broken gear, I'm just looking at the front. I'll have to get out and really have a look at it. But if there was like a nasty, I don't know, glue mark or a gouge in the side of it, I'm just seeing some glue on the front corner there actually, or like bad buffer damage or something, then that there is ripe for a respray and BR Blue. That's what it would go. So we've got a lovely 25 there. I know that's got broken gear. That was what initiated this whole thing. So we'll get on. And there's this one as well. So I think this came up in conversation shortly after, because I was like, oh, have you got any BR Blue? And yeah, this came up. So I'll have to have a look at that as well. I like my peaks, and for some reason I also like the 25s, 24s. Now this is a real peach. So I'm going to go class 31. Like I say, I'm showing you these. So what I'll do is basically, if you want to see me going around the track, instead of me, there's probably a lot to film here. St. Andrew, weathered. Let's see what it's saying on the end. Yeah, I do like my 47s. I don't know where it came from, because the only one I saw recently was the one that goes behind the new Flying Scotsman rake. I think that's like a weird browny pinky colour. Yes. Class 25/2. So the front there, sorry about the camera by the way, the front middle window is smaller, I believe. Oh, I haven't got it. Yeah, that is what it is. It's the window difference. Is that /2? I'm pretty sure. Like it's like it's the later one. But that's a beauty, that is. All right, there's going to be a few of these. We've got a class 33. Now this era from Graham Farish, especially in the class 33 that I've noticed, you might get a cracked gear or two, because these are the backman ones. I'm just trying to make sure that I get it right for you. If you get the pull type version of this, chances are it'll sound gnarlier. These are quite quiet running. I quite like the way these run. They do run well. Oh yeah, this beaut. Class 44. And as well, so all of mine run, and all of his should run. I'm sure they will. Locos have teething problems anyway. Things can actually happen in the box, just in transit. But I'm looking forward to running that. I think that'll be... I've got a class 40 similar make, so I think it's literally just like I'll probably be wrong in saying this, but I think it's just a shell swap. But I've got a 40 version of that era from Graham Farish. So I'll put that with our 40. You notice the blue theme going on here. I just wanted to put a bit of green in the mix. Yes, look at that. Lovely class 37. Beautiful. Now I haven't got one of these chassis yet, so I'm really quite interested to see how this bad boy runs. But I think I swapped with him a 47 with this type of chassis. Pretty sure that was the case anyway. That's my hunch. And they run beautifully. There you go. Split head codes. Ooh. Nerding out now. Now, this you're going to see here, I think the correct word is DMUs. Yep. There you go, 3-car. Boom. That is, yeah, very pretty. I think this is, I want to say the newest from Graham Farish. It's a very newer, it's better than the old pool type version. And I don't know, they're growing on me, these DMUs. Love them. I think you're saying this is a 3-car set. I'll put that to one side. Be nice to get that one going. I can't wait to run them all actually. But I know it's going to take ages, and that'll be a mile-long video. Now we've got the good old original. Look at that. I've got one of these in green, and the reason I got one in green is there was something towards the end of where Brackley is. oh gosh. Yeah, Brackley Station got shut down, but in the later years when it was here, it had a green version, or very similar to that loco, like the 101, but in BR green. And don't want to tip upside down. Oh, there actually. Yeah, class 101. Yeah, so 101s. There's a 101 theme in here as well. Now this one, I've wanted one of these for quite some time. Now, what I did, and I will show you because I have got projects going on in the background, is I've been making my own. Well, specifically, I'm trying to make 6 of them. Now, the new offerings from Graham Farish, like this Class 8, I know the linkage is not on there, so don't worry about that. I'll sure sort that. I tried making my own. And I will tell you, actually, I'm trying to put sound in one and a cordless motor and have the external links and be this new shell and BR blue. So I'm trying to make a few of them. I do like them. And every layout does need a shunter. I do have shunters, but I saw this and I was like, yes, yes, the links need fixing, but I've done worse things to fix, to be honest with you. That's not putting me off at all. Here we go. Just having a look. There we go. I think it looks like the shell's like faded or something. It's not. I think it's the box. But again, I love these, and I'm not overly fussed. If there's one that's like beaten up, I'll just weather it. You know, I'm not planning to resell, if that makes sense. So whatever I do with it, it's for me. Another coach. There we go. Let's put that to one side. I think. Oh yes, another one. Yeah. So that class 40 there. I have got one of these, but it's nice to have multiples. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there was a time at Crew Works. In fact, if you look at the Alan Harrison collection on YouTube, as you're already on YouTube, don't go away just yet. You know. I think it was there actually. Anyway, someone's videoed. It might not be. Crew Works back in the day when the 40s, they were all lined up out the back of Crew Works, ready for scrap. It's like, oh my god, like it just looked. They did that quite a lot actually with different locos. So, you know, modelling it, I'm not going to smash them up or anything, but I can park them up on a line outside Crew Works if I do my depiction of a layout. So I think that'd be good. Now, pool type, I believe. Going to change the colour here. Class 40. You just see the front there. So it's got the red bogey front and a bit of yellow on the front there. So I don't favour green, but it's not the end of the world, because another thing as well, like you might have, well, this one can even go in the Crew Works and sort of be like, oh yeah, we're going to paint it blue. But not paint it blue. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, because I think it would be wrong to paint this. So I'm not in a rush, you know. It's probably going to be like a year before I can start even thinking about making my layout. But in the meantime, I can have a good think about it. So yeah, I just love. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because it's bigger than the 37 or something. I'm not sure. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause here and we'll come back in a second, because all the other stuff is like hidden or wrapped. So I'll just free everything up and then I'll just whiz it past the camera and show you. Okay, so we're back, and so I guess one of the easier swaps was this bad boy, a lovely BR blue HST by Dapol. Now I have already got one of these, but so I'm not too clinchy on the running numbers, but what I do like the idea of is having 2 of these running round. I think that kind of like would be more accurate. Obviously not if you zoomed in on the numbers, but like I do like the iconic, the old school liveries, and obviously with the other BR Blue stuff there, this could be whizzing around in the background, stopping at the station and stuff. So, yeah, beautiful trains. So that is the Dapol HST BR Blue. Also, had my eye on this, the EFE Class 17, and he had one, and it doesn't disappoint at all. It's I love it actually. That looks pretty damn cool. See my face in my ugly face in the reflection. Yeah, so that's neat. I'm intrigued to see what this runs like. To me, it looks like a squashed down version of a 20, class 20 or something, which probably isn't too dissimilar from the truth. But yeah, that's cool. And this is another reason for why I'm not showing you what I swapped with him, is because there's so much of it. So in the beginning videos, you see a sample of that's like the farewell videos, if you like. Now he did say it's like new, and he was not kidding. I don't even think it's like, it might not have actually been. It must have been run at some point, but yeah, that's especially. I mean, look at the box as well. That is. I kind of don't want to run it. But right, so the end. What we got there? Red end. No yellow on the front. And actually, there we go. That's almost like a museum piece, actually. I'll put her to one side. With just leave it open. I'll put it away in a minute. I'm not afraid to run it. It's just, I guess in my head I was thinking, okay, that'll go blue. That can go blue, and I've got like a whole peak stuff set up sort of thing. But very reluctant to even touch that one, and also reluctant on that one as well because it's in very good condition. Time will tell. I just think it would be a mistake to paint them blue, and actually having them green isn't a bad thing. What I'm gonna do, I've got more locos to show you. I'll show you these as well. We've got some more coaches here. I think this one here is very much like those ones. Like, to me, please don't tell me in the comments if it is different, but the detail to me, because that'll give me a complex. The detail looks pretty good. It probably will differ slightly. I'll just put that down there. And then we've got these, and that's nice to see. I don't think it's a sleeper coach as well. Nice. I don't think I've ever had a BR Blue Mark III coach, as in from Graham Parish. This I guess this was the pool type. Yeah, it was. Well, the box says it was, but I'm looking at the wheels there. I've had, the old black coaches and things of this era. I've got a few upstairs, but it's just odd to see. I've never had a Mark III. So I'll go over there. We've got these two. And what's this? Parcels. Ooh. So that's cool. Could almost be classed. I'm, what's the word? Not prototypical. I'm more rule one. So if it's blue and it looks right, I'm happy. I'm not a stickler for things. I do like details. These look pretty good, actually. They look like the older type, but details on that are pretty good. Right, so back to locos. Now 33. So we've got 2 class 33s there at the moment, and then here we have got a pool type version, and that's called the Sultan. I would say it's a different box, wouldn't you? It doesn't matter. It's just to protect it. So we're up to 3 there. Oops. And we've got another class 33. Now, I will check in a minute. Well, now, actually. Yeah, so far, 1, 2, 3. They've got the same running numbers. That one's not got the same running number. So what I'll do, I'll just do it this way. It's more for me later on. And then what else have we got? Oh, I don't know. Another class 33. Right, so this one, I'm looking at it, and if you get, I'll try and get the light to bounce off the side. Look at the decals when I'm doing this. Sorry, my hand's shaking. You can see how the decals are slightly raised in places, and this one here is ripe. I'll probably do I'll make sure it runs. Someone's already changed some gears. I'll make sure it runs, and if she runs alright, I'm more tempted to weather it. Now, then what you'll have, you see how the paint's almost been brushed on. It might not have been, it might just be a lacquer that's not been applied very nicely, or the whole thing got lacquered to put to encase the the decals. Nonetheless, though, I reckon if I weathered that would probably just look really quite good, or better than it looks now. So, well, I'll put that down there. So at the moment, actually, we've got two pool type 33s and 3, let's just say Bachmann ones, which I guess they are. Now that this one's very new to me, I've not seen this before, but you probably just have. It's a class 33. Although, what is it? Do you know what it says? You can see it there, Arnold Rapido. I've never heard of that ever. Oh, sorry, I've heard of that, but I haven't. It's always interesting because I take things apart and put them back together and hopefully fix them in the process. Metal Gear's awesome. I'm looking at the way the track power gets up to the loco. Can you see all them pickups in there? I'll be very interested to see how it gets its power delivered to the up to the cab. I'm also wondering if this shell will fit on the Grain Farish. I'll play around later anyway, because actually I'd rather have, if it does, I'll just put the shell on that one. It'll probably be slightly different, I think. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, at the moment that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crazy. So, and I've actually already got a class 33 upstairs. So now we have 7 of them. Now you might be thinking, why do you need that many of them? Why do you want that many of those? But at Crew Works, or just look on YouTube, you'll see. And if you probably know what I'm on about here. These didn't necessarily come out of Crew Works, or they'll be coming out of my own depiction of a manufacturing depot type thing. So these all in a line on a track would be sick. That's what I'm going for. But it's not over yet, by the way. I got a new one. I've never had one of these, and I'm surprised actually. I've missed even seeing it's the class 56. I will have a good look over this because I noticed that those black grills are different to the 47. I wonder if the roof and the windows they don't look too different, but this looks like pool type era. I think it is, but I didn't know they did one. But then I might just be in a hole and looking just at 47s or something. But I think that's pretty cool. I quite like them. The grill like that. But sorry if I'm annoying some of you, but this is a new one for me, the 56. So yeah, I'm quite stoked on that. Also, what's this? Right, we have a class 31, which isn't Grain Farish. And to be honest with you, I don't know who makes it. So it's got plastic gears. Again, you're probably shouting at the screen. You know what? It doesn't look half bad though. Like maybe the bogies are slightly chunky, but I don't. Yeah, it's all right. They're all right. I like how the grills are quite embossed. For me, if I was to let's say weather it, they should really pop because they are like that. At a guess, at the moment, let's think. It might possibly. I want to say mini tricks, but I don't think they had the gears like that. And then I want to say Lima, but I'm pretty sure most of it could be Lima. It could be Lima. Lima had plastic gears, but they didn't tend to like gear the bogies like this. If you look at the Class 55 Deltic that Lima did, what they did is they put the motor like on the bogie in, like you'd imagine on a Hornby train, whereas this is going to have probably a central motor. Mini Tricks did that, but they tended to have metal gears, unless it's Mini Tricks. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not too fussed either way. I'll see how it runs. It might run really nicely. I can see it's got traction wheels there on here, those little black bits. And sorry, this video's going on a bit, but you see the gears there as well. Well, the teeth are a bit bigger than I would say Graham Farish's gears. Maybe not. I'm not sure. They look like they're a different modulus of teeth on the gear. So, stuff like this. I'm like, I'd probably walk past it if I saw it at a swap meet, but well, not this one. But do you know what I mean? Like, if it says Graham Farish, you're like drawn. Well, in my eyes, I was like drawn to it, but actually, this ain't half bad. More shock in a way, but we'll give it a go anyway. We'll see what we got. That's cool. Right, Graham Farish again. Let's go back to Graham Farish. Class 50. Now, this bad boy, Thunderer. Lightninger. So Thunderer. I like that. I'm not sure about the frosted windows, but that's fine. Maybe it's, cold morning, you're starting her up. Got to get the demister on. Yeah. Vents and that. Probably just need some numbers put up there. Maybe. I'm going to have a look at the Thunder on Google. Yeah, I quite like that. And what's good about this, I'm sorry, I'm just now I think someone's fully repainted this. And if you recognise this the loco and you've done it, or you know someone who has, they've done a pretty good job here. I'm quite impressed with. I'm trying to see where the raised bit is on those numbers, because obviously I've done this, so it takes one to know one. At a hunch there, I reckon you scrubbed off the last 0 and put an 8, but you might not have done. But I can't see that 8's actually raised. You've done a good job there, mate. Really good. And I like the weathering, subtle. Whereas I just go like full on, like coat it in paint. But this is lovely. If you haven't got a 50, I've got another 2, so this makes the third one. However, on my other 2, I haven't got this. Let's call it the battery box, which is great because for my other 2, I can now model this and print my own, and then my other 2 will have instead of me having to buy a battery box separately to put one on a train and then to model that, this has got one on it. I could have probably borrowed one off of somebody, but this will sit pretty with my other 2. I'll show you those at some point, I'm sure. I'm geeking out here. I'm very impressed. If this was you did a very good job, mate. Very good. All right. One last loco. Yeah. I think literally it would be the previous video I put up here. I literally just got one of these. Obviously in slightly weathered condition. I think that might. I'm looking off camera. I think it needs a clean. But generally, look at the wheels. Look pretty good. I really, yeah, I like this. It's in better nick than my one for sure. So it'll either be this one or that one, or both of them, or neither of them that go blue, or not bother at all. Like I'm at some points, because I've got some steamers as well. You're like, oh, shall I just do like a little heritage layout sort of thing? Because I really like shunting puzzles, and these little guys are giving me a reason to make a shunting puzzle on a really small shelf. The ideas just run around, like mad. So I'm going to put him over here. And actually, this is a good comparison thing as well. So there's the new offering from Graham Farish. It won't be the latest one, but it's damn near close. And the reason I prefer these is because they are more accurate. Now, my mate, I was more than happy to get myself a Class 8 like this in BR Blue and call it a day. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then he pointed out the fact that the link isn't on there, it will be in a minute, but they're external to where the leaf spring type suspension goes. So really the wheels are kind of like hidden and the link is on the other side. And I didn't even realise until he said it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if I've just made you see it, now you can't unsee it, you'll know. Game changer with the new Graham Farishes. The only thing I've heard, because if you look down the side here, the links do not protrude past the body, which is great when you're next to, let's say, a station. Now on that one, when the links are on, for clearance issues and how Graham Farish made it, the links actually protrude past the width of the body on the loco. So you have to be careful about going close to things with your track on that one. And that's why I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to make my own, because I'm trying to make the external link version, but like level with the body. So I've got quite a lot of Class 8 parts and things now. I should be able to make something pretty cool. Right, and I'm just going to move the camera over. And then we've got some wagons, which is great. I've got one of these upstairs. That now allows me to have 7. I think I'm going to guess Pico. There we go. That's cool because my shunter can pull something, or my Class 20 can pull something. And the same with the tankers. I've got... let's have a look. Is that missing a ladder this side? Yeah, I think it is. That's fine, because I can print those. Are these Pico? They are Pico. And what are these? Pico? How many times can I say it? Oh, Graham Farish. Let's end with Graham Farish. That's quite neat. I like that. Yeah, this is the other thing, right? So between wagon-wise, between, see, it's just still spinning. Graham Farish, these roll lovely, and I think in a way, I mean, I love the Pico stuff, just how it works, and actually how the couplings are simply just like lifted up. There's no spring. You don't need a spring. I love them. The only thing I think that lets them down is the wheels, but you can buy wheel sets, metal ones, so, change them if you want. I like them as they are. And so I've got all these coaches, and there was, in fact, enough coaches there, because I've got some stuff upstairs as well, other coloured coaches. But it's nice because I can run that lot, maybe like a rake of it or something, or have it parked up somewhere, and I can have a shunter going around and stuff. So there's a nice mix of stock and enough of it for me to be more than happy. I know some of you would probably have like 100 of these behind the train or something. You know, I just want to move like things around my layout really, and yeah, that's cool. I like that. I've got a couple of tankers upstairs that are similar to that one, but these, let me just check again. Pico, yeah. So that's cool. So, overall, we've got our locos there, some wagons there. So today's been amazing, and I think I'll end the video here really, and just say, if you specifically are like, you know, can you run that around the track? Yeah, I will. Obviously, if I get inundated with like 100,000 comments, I'll just pick the, I guess, I don't know, the most popular choices. But yeah, I'm up for doing that, guys. If you want to see something going around, or if you want to know how like a Dapple HST runs stock, or if you'd like to tell me instead of me googling it, it might be interesting in me just reading the comments. But I don't know who makes this, and I know who makes this now, but I just didn't know they did a 33. I mean, it's pretty old school, I'd say. And trawling through eBay looking for stuff, I've never seen one of these, and at swap meets and things. This might be really common, I don't know, but for me, I can see the slight differences between this and the Graham Farish ones. Now the newer and older Graham Farishes differences are close enough for me to not worry too much, but we'll see. I'm not rushing to do anything or sell or buy or paint or modify or whatever. I'm actually more intrigued to run this on the track and actually see how it runs, because I want to see how they've done their pickups, to see if it's like how old this looks, whether it was like a good thing back in the day. I'm gonna guess that's, yeah, I don't know. It might run alright. So yeah, guys, that's it. Just drop me a comment in the comment section if you want to see any more. And today was great. I would recommend swapping stuff, but there is a risk. So it's almost, because you're not only, you're meeting, essentially you don't know who the other guy is that you're speaking to, really. Stranger in a strange place. You normally wouldn't want to do like, what is it, $2,000, something like that? I don't know, maybe more. You don't really want to be carrying that around and dealing it in a car park, but we were both, I guess, silly enough to do that today, and we're both genuine people, I think, and it worked. All the stars were in our favour. Well happy. I'm gonna go have a play. If you want to see anything, just let me know, but I think that's about it really. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.